This is a quick tutorial on how to access some of the apps for Office 365. So here we have OneNote, OneDrive and Outlook. OneNote is a way in which teachers can deliver content to students. OneDrive is a storage app, and then Outlook is our email. So let's look at sending an email. I click on Outlook and open up my app. I click on the top right hand corner, and then that opens up the email. I want to pick the teacher that I want to send it to. So maybe I want to send it to Mr. Tidswell. I put Tidswell in, search the directory, and his name comes up. I then put in the subject, what the email is about. So is it homework, classwork, project work? And then I fill into the email in respectful language the question or the information that I want the teacher to know. If I'm attaching a file, you need to remember to attach the file. And sometimes if you say the word attach in the email and don't attach a file, the Outlook app will actually remind you to attach a file. So just be careful of that. And once I have that done, all I have to do is go and click the top right hand corner to send, and that email is gone. So you'll see here we also have an email from Mr. Tidswell where he's shared a OneNote file. So we'll click into that, and that will open OneNote on my browser, not on the app, but on the browser. Now, OneNote on the browser for phones doesn't tend to work very well. So what I'd advise everyone to do if you're using OneNote is to download the app. The app can be downloaded at any of the app stores, so Google Play Store or the App Store itself. You just download OneNote, and on your first time of opening it up, it'll ask you to sign in using your St. Clement's email and the same password that you use to get into your emails, and you'll be able to set up. Okay. So I mightn't see the notebook that I want when I open up OneNote, and if that does happen, what you need to do is click on More Notebooks, and it could be there. And if you can't find it in More Notebooks, go to Outlook and open up the email that the teacher has sent you to share the notebook, or you can just go to your OneDrive and open it from there, and it will open directly. So we look now at getting into some content. So we'll click on the content library, and teachers will have set up different sections in this if teachers are using OneNote. You go into the options there, and you can see that there's a number of things that I can do. I can play YouTube videos directly from the OneNote if they're uploaded there. I just click on it and it will open directly from the page itself. Sometimes maybe teachers will have written instructions onto the page so they can be typed directly onto the page, or sometimes the teacher might have left an audio note for you to listen to. So if I click on the audio file and just click play, that will automatically play the audio file that's on the page for me, giving me instructions. So what about now if I want to upload my own work onto the OneNote? Well, I have to go now and click on my name, and I'm going to click on the homework section. And within there, I'm going to click on the little plus down in the bottom right hand corner. And on the top of this page, I'm going to write today's date. Now, your teacher might want you to put in a different title. Okay, so maybe you're doing erosion in geography and you put the title as erosion. Okay, but I'm just going to put today's date. So you have a couple of different options now for putting information into the OneNote. We can type directly in, so I can say here's today's homework, sir, and then underneath that I could just type directly into the OneNote page the information. Okay, so I can type directly into the page. Now there are other options as well, so we might want to take a picture of our copy if it's a graph or a diagram that we've drawn and insert that. So if I want to insert a picture, I'm just going to click on the camera icon down here on the left hand side. I'm going to click on that camera, and when I open that camera it'll give me two options. I'm going to take the picture, and then it opens up my camera and I just take the picture directly from here. I can click on the left hand side there in the corner to add another picture if it's a couple of pages long. So I'm just going to click add new, and then I'll take another picture of the next page, click, and then we just go done, and it'll automatically upload them 2 pages into my OneNote for the teacher to see. So maybe now I want to add another page for tomorrow's homework. We just click on the plus again, it will bring me into a new page. And I just remember to put a title on that page, 27th of March, this time 2020. I can go back out and I can add another page. I can keep doing this for as many times as I want to make as many homework pages as I want. So if I just go back here and go into March 27th, I can also add an audio note for the teacher if I want to explain why maybe one of my questions isn't done, or if I wasn't sure about it, if I don't want to type out the question. And there's also the option to stick in a little checkbox if I want to start organizing my work and have a little to-do list at the start of homework. It's important to remember that each one of your OneNote slides are going to be for different classes. So you will have a different OneNote class for each different subject that you have. So if I go out to the outside of my OneNote, you will see when we get out there that at the moment it just has science in it. But if you have other classes, they'll all show up there as well. So make sure you're uploading your work into the right OneNote. If we go into OneDrive and just have a look at your storage, you'll see there straight away that my OneNote is coming up for Junior Cert Science. If I want to add files, I just click on the plus up the top. I can add Word documents or PowerPoint presentations straight off. If I do click Word or PowerPoint though, it will ask me to download the app. So if you want to do that, please do. What about if I want to share a folder? So let's create a folder here. We're going to click on the create folder button, and that's going to open up a folder for us. When I open up that folder, I have to give it a name. So let's just call it science. And if I want to share it, I just click on the share folder option. So if I click on that, and then it will give me the option of who do I want to share it with. So let's say I want to share it with david.tidswell@stclements.ie. And then maybe Mr. Tidswell also asked me to share it with Miss O'Dwyer. So I will put in Miss O'Dwyer's email address as well. If you're doing this as part of a group, you can just make a shared folder for a group. Maybe if you're working as a group in a CBA. And then all I do is click create, and that's going to create a shared folder. So anything that goes into that folder, you will be able to see it, but me and Miss O'Dwyer will be able to see it as well. So I click in, and then into that folder, I can just click the plus. And when I click the plus on that, it will allow me to add files. It'll allow me to add pictures. And an important note to finish on, lads, it's just to make sure that when you are using this Office 365, that all of your interactions with other students and teachers are respectful, because even in the online context, the school code of behaviour still stands, and respect is of utmost importance.